Welcome to Factorio, my name is Nidaus. This is episode 87 of our Let's Play campaign. And I think we don't have any more noise that can disrupt us, so we can start doing some design. Let's have a look at this. We have this belt here is almost full. So it's very nice. We're just checking various things. Alright, this is looking good. Actually, that is quite surprising that our... wow, our kovorix is actually running out. That is insane. That is honestly insane that our kovorix is running out. Oh, because they are so awfully slow. Well, that's an easy way to solve it. I actually thought we had like millions and millions of those. But let's fix that again. That was simple to fix the first time. So don't ever make them aligned. Just make them like this. And you want to go completely berserk on this, then you also do it on the other side and just pretend the last one is there as well. There we go. That's power 1.3. And yeah, we should get these inbound. Nothing is saying no, cannot. These are a stupidly slow speed. So 0.7 minus 30%, obviously, because of this. I was actually, I'm totally surprised about this. I did not see that coming. Now these are speed 2.2. Keep going, keep going. So that should be the one part here. And they are now going to, you can actually go even more crazy because that one will affect, yes, it will. All right, that's good. And now this is scaling up at a much better rate. Actually to a point where it is in need of upgrades as well. Wow, this was totally not what I wanted to do, but I did not see the coming that I would actually run out of uranium, of the good one. This one is requesting, just to make sure that we have that this one is doing absolutely fine. It's actually finally consuming some of this. This one probably has way too much here. Yeah, 2.9 thousand. Oh. That needs to be converted. All right, this one is spinning, spinning, spinning as much as it can. It might even be output constrained. Yeah, every single one is working and it's just going out here. And this one, I can't remember what the condition is, but it's definitely just... The way I'm looking at it is, wouldn't this just always be... I mean, as long as this one can pick something up. Oh, well, it can't. Okay, so now it's starting to stockpile gradually. I think I built a better one in my Maze Runner series. Because this one will be almost certainly constrained here. It'll almost certainly be output constrained here. And this one will probably not really ever run out, because these start importing, they start gathering stuff before here. Yeah, this is actually not really sustainable, I think, now that I look at it. Not really, because this one will always be busy, this one will always be busy. The reason why it's always going to be busy is simply because they need to grab more stuff. See, these are now being output constrained, like massively output constrained. They have to be able to export and import simultaneously. And this one just won't cut it. See, this belt never ever fills up. Okay, but it's working. I'll never get any surplus out of it. Damn, that needs to be fixed. Oh, I hate building kovorix. Anyway, what we have done, I did some math before and last episode, and I don't think it made a lot of sense. So what I did sort of between sessions is basically what I did was saying each one of these that are fully saturated here is working at speed 9.4 crafting speed. You can see that in the right hand corner. What if this one was sort of at a crafting speed of 1? Because then I just multiplied with the total crafting speed to get the total amount. And that basically said, what I found out was it's 1 divided by 3.2 times 1.2. The 1.2 is the productivity, and that gives us something 0.375 crafts per minute. Second. I'm not satisfactory seconds here. 0.375. And then I take the 45, the output of belts, and divide it by each one with craft 1. And then I got to the point that the total crafting speed of this row here must be 120. So I just started and saying, well, that's going to be 14. If I get 14, then it will be balanced equally on each side. And then see, okay, but we don't need all of them to be fully saturated. And the best design we could just come up with is like this. This is very close to being aligned here. In top and bottom, usually you would have, if I wanted this one to be fully saturated, I would do this. Or if I wanted this one to be, yeah, the furnace to be fully saturated, I would have to put 2 more. But I don't need to, because the sum total, even though this one is only 5.4, the sum total of all of this is actually going to be just enough for an upgrade. And we can then do a balancer here and be happy. And this one is now going to be a nice little production of either iron or copper. And let's have a look at the spacing, this one. And let's go back and compare it to the size of this. It is exactly the same size. However, it's going to be less because you can use the beacons in 2 locations. Excellent. Now let's do something else. Let's do another design, which is always trouble. And I am not sure I always botch this, to be perfectly honest. So let's not make any assumptions. All right. So yeah, we start this. This is going to be the steel. How can we get the steel in here? I'm going to start like this. I know it's not going to be correct, but if I just start with it, then it stops blinking. The issue is that I will now need 2. There are 2 ways. I can either take it in here, and then I can take it out and in. But if I do that, then I'm going to have a box in here that includes stuff. And I'll also have a bit more difficulty jumping over it. So the way I kind of like is this one grabs stuff in, or it could even grab it from that side. No, hold on. Let's do the same way. This is input. Otherwise I'm gonna go crazy. So you grab it, and then this one is adequate to go down here, because this will be a 5-to-1 ratio, so this one can easily keep up, even despite all of the other stuff. And then I would basically do this. Then we have to remember that these 2, this is now a block, and they need to go out, which could be again easily done on output belt that somehow doesn't need to start here. That's going to be an output belt, just like the other one. Just like this. It's just only every second row that we need an output belt. So this one is going to produce... What is this going to produce? Oof. I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter where I started. I'm going to find something that's a unit. This is a unit. And then from here, these are 2 inputs on this belt. And they absolutely don't need to be green. They could be blue if they want to. And then we start again, fresh. From here and here. And that means this one. Yeah. So the belt is going to be exactly the same as over on the other side. It's just going to have some quirks. Oh, well, that one doesn't work. Right. Could this one as well be like this? Yeah, it could. Let's try to be consistent on the power pole placement at least. A lot of things are not consistent in this world, but power pole placement should be one of the few things that, if we put such an effort into doing it in Satisfactory, then just put half of the effort into doing it in Factorial. There. I like this way better. Yep. Lights, I don't know. That's going one closer, you know, everything counts, everything counts. And let's see, this one. Why the hell did I not build it like the other one? Let's start like this. That's the only reasonable way to do it. That's 4. So 4 is the magic number. This one goes in. And I want to make it exactly like this one. Yes. Input, input. Output, output. And the difference is then that in between we'll have these. There, 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 there. Oh yes, that's gonna look magnificent. And let's try it. So this one has to be a number that's divisible by 4. So this is now 16. Wow, look at this. Look how small this one is. And that's going to make a blue belt. This one, it's not going to make a blue belt. But we could figure out how fast it consumes a blue belt. And that's going to be a lot. So this takes 16 seconds, which means it is going to be exactly the same. It's going to consume at exactly the same ratio. So I'm basically going to take, it's going to consume at half ratio, right? So how big can we make it? Like reasonably. I suppose like this would not be out of the question, and then we just figure out how many that is. That is 24. And then we are assuming at least that they're all at speed 9.4. So 24 divided by 2, because only half of them are consuming iron. And each of those is consuming, how is it? You divide it by 3.2, because it takes 3.2 seconds for each one, or 16 for 5, but that's the same. And then we multiply by the crafting speed, 9.4. That means this is going to consume 35. That's pretty close to a full belt. And what is it going to output? Divided by 5 times 1.2. It's going to output 8.5. Yikes. 8.5. And I don't think it's justifiably that we can make it bigger than this. If we just take a look at this one and compare it to the size of these. Even this is not just stretching it, but also overstretching it a bit. Yeah. I think we're gonna have to cut out 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Not needed, not needed, not needed. And that one. Yeah. So that's going to be a bit less, but it's going to be a nice amount. All right. Do we want to dare try to put it in? I think so. I think so indeed. Power-wise, what, 1.2. And as much as I like it, it's just haunting me that I have misconstructed the kovorix so poorly. Because I bet this is... is it? It's getting 4 out there, but look at this. This has like a million stuff that it can't output. And the reason is... the reason is... How do I stop this one? Just in a normal way. Now I just hack my way through it here. There. So they should be taking it, they should be taking it, but... It's gonna end up with residuals here. I built something so nice in my other base here, so let's just do this. Oops. Nah. It is really only the bad ones. Okay. That's an input and that's an output. The idea is that we want all of it to... We want it to be picked up by everyone before it gets a chance to be put into a box, right? What are you struggling with? Build faster. Oh, right. Yes. That actually sucks. It's the other way around. Because that one should just always be stuck there, and this one, there we go. Is it? Yeah, but isn't it then just doing this? Yeah, like this. This is working really well, I believe. He said. And why are you not able to... Oh, you don't have any outputs. Haha. Outputs are kind of important. Without outputs, things have a tendency to stall. Right, so they all output to this side first. But that means everyone has a chance to pick it up before it moves on. Yeah? That now means these are going to be put first. Now that is then... Yeah, this, I think this should just be a buffer chest instead, actually. But I think this works. I'm not entirely sure. My wonder is whether it actually just doesn't work. Alright. Oh, no, it's not gonna work, right? Because This one will always fill up, and that means these will never be able to output because it's already full. Everyone's allowed to export everywhere, and everyone's allowed to export and import everywhere. It's because I've turned up the speed so high that it's just crazy. Don't we have the issue now that things are going in circles? Yes, it is going in circles. Of course it's going in circles. Damn it, I hate kovorix. I just absolutely hate this building this. It is so annoying. Because I have to think it through every time, and I make the same damn mistakes all the time. And I think maybe I'm building it a bit too fast. So the two issues that are most plaguing is you do not want your things to loop. How do you make sure that they don't loop? So you want this belt here to be saturated. Don't we just... This one should just always be saturated, right? And now we're back to where we started. I think it's because I'm simply doing too much. But how do I get... See, I already want to take out... See, this is a problem. I'll never be taking the ones on the outside. Right? They'll never be taken, because why would they? So this one is filling up, but it doesn't go anywhere. How do I prevent... Well, I think that's a one-time thing. But this one will never have any of those on the outside. Okay, now we might be getting somewhere. Right, this one should be full and never ever have any outputs. Why are there still outputs here? There really shouldn't be any outputs. No, there shouldn't be. There are no outputs. Okay, so they are just saturated. Just keep this full. Everyone's gonna be happy as long as this is full. And this is full all the time. The other ones are gonna be outputting. Yep. It should be able to take most of it out. It does kind of get into a perpetual state of disrepair, and this is simply because it's too fast. There. It really shouldn't be this fast, because then they can't output any fast enough to clear the belt. Then I'm gonna have to have two things that clear the belt, which is insane, and that's not really what we want to have. I could make it though. I could make two things that empty belts. Don't want it. Don't want to do that. This one's happy. This one's taking whenever it's more than 50. Is this increasing? Sometimes. Does it get close? It doesn't get close. Because this one's always working. We're producing way too much here. So once this one is not full, then it's going to be fine. I suppose the issue is when this one doesn't even reach the end of the belt. Now it does. So it should be able to reach the end of the belt and be stuck. Then it works. There we go. Because this one has to be not full all the time. Come on, guys. You can do it. You can do it. And now it's completely empty. I thought it was, yes, look, it's filling up. It's filling up. It's filling up. Come on, come on. You can do it. And then it's emptying again. We must have somehow be close to the same rhythm. It would be nice if I could have this one prioritized. The way I could do it is simply do these. So they don't take as much from this side and they try to take as much from the other side. Don't know if that even makes sense. We'll try it. There. Suddenly it starts working. And because the idea here is more of it will be picked in from this side. Yeah, it works. It works. I spent way too much time on kovorix thing. And this, the important thing is this must be in a state of idleness at some point. Now, otherwise it will never be in a position where it picks up. And what if these were closer together? Then they probably would be faster at picking up, I suppose. The reason why this is so difficult is that it operates very different at different speeds. So now, once it oversaturates the belt, it stops working. And this one needs to be saturated and fine. This one, don't make it saturated. If we suddenly fill it up, then these cannot empty. And that's not gonna work. So now they can empty. It's working fine. We're building this. Everyone's happy. Whew. Alright, so we got some steel and iron design. Next time we are going to start applying it somewhere, somehow. We could start taking the copper out because copper seems to be where we are most in trouble. Steel is also another one, but yeah, you know what? We could take the steel out. Look at that, steel is dead. We are going to take steel out next time. Great. Let's have a look at this one. How much do we have? Okay. I just wanted to see how much we actually had in our inventory and to see if this one is now full, 500. Excellent. And this one's full. Ah, finally. All right. So that was an unexpected kovorix. Thank you for joining. I hope you are enjoying it still. Oh, look at all of this crap. What are you waiting for? You are... Oh, repair packs. Okay, we'll just go up there and give them some repair packs. I can do that on my own time. No need to bother you with trivialities such as that. So I will be seeing you guys in the next episode. Hopefully well rested and excited and ready for more, for finally using beacons and modules for our crafting. Yep, yes, you just saw me starting a massive handcraft. But I'm gonna end the episode, so you won't see it. Thank you for joining. See you next time. Stay effective.